Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I am your host, Davion, joined by Oronde,
What up?
Matt,
Was good.
and today we are back continuing, our Let's Talk NFL series. Today we are talking about the Los Angeles Chargers. How do we feel the Chargers will do come this season? First off, I want to say congrats to my boy Justin Herbert getting that bag.
Finally getting that bag, dog.
About 52 million a season. Good for him. Go off, King. So, but as a team, what do we think is going to happen?
Um, so let's just look at this team in general. So realistically, they didn't make any crazy moves on their team.
Offensive coordinator?
Um, Besides getting Kellen Moore, that's probably their biggest improvement that they did all season. Free agency was a little lackluster. They went all in last year anyways, so fair enough.
I don't think they went all in, but they were
Oh,
mostly
they
there.
J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack. They did get Eric Kendricks this offseason, correct? That's actually a big upgrade for them. Um, yeah, I mean, I this
They
team
did
is
get my boy Max Duggan, which I'm very happy about that.
you know, they
Yeah.
drafted Quentin Johnston. Is it Johnston?
Yes,
Correct.
Johnston.
Um, he's going to be a really good addition for Allen and Mike Williams, and with their injury concerns, hopefully he can pan out and be really good in the league.
Is that
Their O
kid from
line,
TCU?
yeah,
Yeah, Max.
he's their first pick.
Damn, good for him.
And it's sick. It's sick.
Um, yeah, I mean, the biggest question is just going to be Herbert, I guess. Like, can they and their coaching staff, like, can they lead? Like, can they win a playoff game? That's basically it. So,
The Chargers do have a fun schedule.
yeah,
I
let's
think
go
I
over
like their
that.
schedule the most, me
Let's
personally.
see it. Okay. So, week one is the Dolphins
Yep, that's gonna be fun.
toss up. That's a fun game. They play the Titans. I think the Chargers win that one.
Then they play the high-powered Vikings team.
That'll be a fun one. Raiders, that's an easy one. Dallas, that's a good one.
That's gonna be a
Chiefs, that's
banger.
another great one.
Gonna
That's
be a
all.
banger.
Bears could be
I think
interesting.
that could be, yeah, I agree. That could be a fun one as well.
Jets could be a good one. Then they play Detroit. That's a fun game right there. Jeez, they got a lot of really cool games coming up. The Packers, with Jordan Love will be interesting. Baltimore, that's probably my favorite, honestly, out of these games. Chargers, Ravens. New England, Denver, Vegas, Buffalo. That's another great one. Um, and then yeah, two division games after that.
Will
So
they get payback for when we drop 40 on them?
oh, that's right. I forgot about that game. That was a disaster. Um,
If they
is it
shore
in
up
New
their
England?
special teams,
Oh,
I'll give it. But especially if we got it as a home game, I don't think we'll drop 40 on them this time. But I still think we have a chance because it's a home game.
I have a question.
Home field advantage. What's your question?
Is Dak Prescott better than Justin
No,
Herbert? Huh?
no.
I mean, talent wise, no. Herbert's way better.
Okay. Here's the point
Um,
for that question. Do we think Kellen Moore can make this offense more productive? Like, do you think as a team, Kellen
Um,
Moore can bring this team or be like a better fit for this team?
yes, because that brings me to the point I was gonna make. Would you guys like to guess their rankings for passing yards this past season?
Oh, the Chargers?
Yeah,
They should
I'm gonna
be
say
top
they were
10.
third.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
They were third. Can you guess their
they
rush
were third.
where they were for rushing yards
Oh, they're
per game?
probably bottom of the league.
I'm gonna say 10.
Nope, they were 30th.
Yeah, they're awful.
I'm very
Wow.
I'm very
Look at
particular
me.
when it comes. Yeah,
Knowledgeable.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He knows what's up. He knows ball. But
He knows ball.
I'm sure Kellen Moore has his work cut out for him because Austin Eckler is obviously not a happy camper right now,
Yeah.
and the running back position is a hot topic. But but they have a premier passing talent. I'm sure you can snag somebody to fill the role, and that rushing yards and rushing attempts numbers should only go up. If it goes down, we know whose fault it is. Simple as that. I'm sure he can turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, I truly do hope so.
He can do more with less, if we're being honest.
I think the problem right now in the NFL is that like we're getting these quarterbacks like Herbert, like Allen, like Mahomes, and these offensive coordinators and head coaches, they're forgetting about the running back position, and they're forgetting that they need something to compensate those really good throwers of the ball. And I feel like if you brought that running game to a above 16 team, above 16 in the league, they will be a lot better. But the problem is that you can't forget about the running game whenever you have an outstanding passing game.
So Herbert was really good with spreading the ball. He didn't even have a 1,000-yard passer, but he did have 4 receivers over 700 yards.
Yeah.
He threw for dang near 4,800 yards. He's out here putting up young Brady numbers just with no running backs.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, the only way, to me, I think the best way that the Chargers run offense improves is they need another, like, they need someone besides Eckler. To me, Joshua Kelly, Isaiah Spiller, and Larry Roundtree aren't gonna do anything for you. Joshua Kelly is solid, but like, I don't know, like to me, like teams with great run offenses have, 2 really good running backs at that position. So
Also, Joshua Kelly is
maybe
not a passing back either.
right. So like to me, if you maybe next year's draft or in free agency, you just go for that straight runner that they need instead of, and then just have Austin Eckler be your passing back. I think it could just be 10 times better for them. So
Speaking of which, Eckler had 900 yards on the ground, averaging 4.5 a carry, and 722 yards through the air at 6.7 yards per catch. And I mean, he's only doing 42 yards a game, so it's not like he's not the number one, but he's doing that workload all the while losing 2 fumbles, which is kind of, you gotta keep the bread, man. You gotta keep the bread. I don't know I don't even. Now I have questions. I have to do some research real quick because I think Sony Michel is still on the team, if I'm not mistaken. Is he still on the team?
It doesn't say he is on the depth chart.
Did he get moved?
No, didn't they cut him, right? Or something? Or they
I don't remember.
I'm not quite sure.
Where the hell did he go?
What was his defense ranked last year?
Their
Wasn't it kind of middle tier?
Yeah, they're kind of in the middle because I think they're ranked like 20th for points against.
They were ranked 12th, apparently. Which
not terrible.
is kind of surprising to me. I thought they were a little mid or average, but okay.
I think they should have been better, but they should
right.
have. Yeah.
I don't know much about this team outside of the fact that Herbert only cares about football. That's all he cares about. Herbert's this league's Jokic at this point. Bro wants to play ball and go home.
Wow, that's really accurate. That's exactly true. I think in order for them to be good, their defense has to play better. They have to play. I think their head coach is on the hot seat this season as well. He should have been on the hot seat last season. But I think their offense has to run the football effectively and efficiently, and Herbert has to just keep the ball safe. No interceptions. He has to be a loud leader. Because right now he's not that. Like he's a very quiet to himself.
I mean, it's not like he gave the ball up too many times, but he did get sacked 40 times, which is not It's not great.
They also did
Not
lose.
great. He lost
They
2
will get
fumbles.
back. Rashawn
he
or
didn't.
Rashawn Slater will be back, so that's good for them.
Awesome. That is big news. That is big news. Big news.
So that was another big issue with them last year. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. There's
this
nothing
team's
more
just
to
all
it.
on Herbert right now.
Literally.
I mean, if he doesn't perform well, I don't know.
If he doesn't perform well, who's to blame?
I mean, the coach will get fired instantly. Staley's gonna get fired because as good as Herbert is, yes, you can put up these big numbers in the regular season, but if you can't even make the playoffs or win a playoff game, what is the point?
I mean, but you do remember what happened last season, right?
Oh yeah, they blew the 28-point lead,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I mean, that's just coaching right there.
Exactly.
But like, I so mind boggles me why
I remember watching that game saying like it was
I
over.
thought it was over. I
I
was turning the game off.
I was at a bar and I was like, this is gonna be it. This is it. Like why are we even still watching this? And they made a comeback. That blonde-haired man from Clemson. Anyway, makes me angry. Any final thoughts talking about the Chargers?
They have the ability to challenge for number 1 in their division if they really put their hearts to it, but they'll just settle for second place, and we'll see what they do in the playoffs. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Brandon Staley is on the hot seat
Should have been
this
gone.
year.
In my opinion,
He should have been gone after that tragic ending to last year. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Well, listen, Chargers fans, talk to us. Let us know how you feel about our critiqueness of your team. I have been your host, Davion. That's Matt Oronde. This has been the post game. Peace.